and you're getting a behind the scenes look. The wand lights up your Christmas tree when you wave it or when you touch the button. So stay tuned.
Did you tell them it was behind the scenes?
I did.
Okay.
You can tell them it's behind the scenes.
You just did. Then I don't have to tell them. If you were told them.
I'll tell you all about it right now.
No, he's not.
In just a minute.
He's gonna be shy.
No,
No, you're good.
That's what I made it do, isn't it? We're playing with a gimbal here behind the scenes, trying to figure out what I did to make it go all slanted. You can fix anything. Okay, I'm gonna kick up TikTok Live too, so Facebook, stay there. Let's do a little TikTok. Oh, I think I'm gonna put on a little powder. Oh, it'd be nice if I had a little hairspray. I forgot. Okay, you ready to tell everybody what's happening?
I'm happy to tell you what's happening. Okay, we're about to go live on TikTok. So do a little live TikTok action. We are here behind the scenes with Leah on Leah's page. Over here, we're on YouTube and Facebook. A little 7P action, a little shout out over there. And soon it'll be TikTok live on our Magical Wand page. So collectively, we will have you all covered with magic through the holidays in July, Christmas in July, with this wonderful magical wand that you're about to see. Now, my other half, Miss Leah, is out powdering her nose. And literally, she is powdering her nose. So I get to play around just a little bit more. So thank you for joining us. For those that haven't joined us yet, come on in. And there she is. Come on in.
Okay, let's go live over here.
Oh, you are live?
Live.
I thought I would.
What? I thought you were talking to your Facebook friends.
I was talking to your TikTok friends.
Okay, now you can talk to my TikTok
I was talking
friends.
to everybody.
Okay.
I felt like I was inclusive.
You are.
I don't exclude anyone, no matter
This
where
is-
your platform is.
All you right here on TikTok. Here we go.
It's all you.
All you.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Okay, welcome to TikTok Live. Have fun interacting with your viewers in real time. Creators must be, we definitely qualify for 18 or older. Viewers must be 18 or older. That's on. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Mom.
Is your mom on TikTok?
I doubt it.
She's on Facebook.
She is on Facebook to see the grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, oh, we gotta turn
We
that.
have a little energy drink.
Why, you need energy? You're filled with energy.
A little energy.
So we have our monitor down here that you can't see, so that we can now check everything out and watch everything that's happening on our live
I'll
feed.
show you. You want to see it? Okay, so. Ta-da!
Hold on, I'm not there yet.
Okay, Jared's going to set it up on the gimbal. So this is our little set.
Hello, hello, hello,
We've
hello.
got a little Facebook Live going on right back there.
Oh,
Hi,
wait,
David.
let's go live.
And here you go. So we're about to go live on TikTok. And
Oh, we didn't have problems.
we got to add our products to our live. So I don't know how to do the co-host thing. So Yarbash, check in with me at some point because we are going to figure out how to do the co-hosting. But right now, I'm not exactly sure how to do it. Okay, David is here. Alina is here. Ronzi is here. Jamie is here. I want to say a shout out to Chelsea, who just purchased that wand. We just had Charity and Kelly and Lolly shopping with us, so thank you so much. And I'm not going to do co-hosting right now, just because I'm not entirely sure how to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to just give you a little behind the scenes here in the studio. So here's what's happening.
Let's look at good of keep going.
Jessica and Madman, hi, Ian and Tammy and Corey Wow, it's so great to have you here with us. It's so awesome that you're tuning in. So what we're doing is we're setting up for our TikTok live. We have Christmas in July going on. We are selling a little wand, I'll show you, that turns on the Christmas tree lights. Look at this. By just clicking. One button turns them on, and one button turns them off. Isn't that fun? So this is going to be coming up on TikTok Live. Watch for it on My Magical Wand Shop. It's going to be coming up in just a minute. So hi Nana, and Bob, and Mary, and Braxton. Oh, this is so much fun. Hi Linda. Hi Bob, and Junior, and Sherry, or maybe it's Cherry. Oh, this is so fun. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to do a little TikTok live from our TikTok shop. This is the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. So here's what's going on. You want me to work on that one? Okay.
Maybe my fingers not magical.
Okay, I'm going to try it. So we're going to set up for the TikTok live. I need my glasses. Okay. We want to shop. Oh, then we should be good.
No, it says go live. I can't.
Oh, okay.
It's not letting me.
Device camera.
That's why I was saying it. We're having a few technical difficulties.
I
Please
don't
bear with us.
know.
One more.
Yeah, it's like the screen isn't being responsive.
But it is, because
Should we close out of it? Or maybe we should close the TikTok studio.
I think that's what it's did.
Here. And here. The magical wand. And here. Live.
2 cards.
We should have 2.
Can we have a flash sale?
We can only do the flash sale when it's live, right? Okay, sweet.
There you go.
All right. Okay,
Great
so
job. You had a
we're-
magical touch.
I didn't really do anything. He did it all. So, hello
Welcome.
to Facebook over here. Hello to TikTok, my friends over here. We're going to do a TikTok live. So if you want to join us from the shop, then you can go to My Magical Wand Shop. Tell them where it is.
My magical wand. I was gonna say, but if you have questions on your page, or for our YouTube and our Facebook friends, if you have questions about My Magical Wand, please go over to our TikTok live page.
Yeah.
And there we'll be able to answer any of your questions, because that's the only place where we're monitoring the chats.
Yes. Okay, so here we go. Alan and Jan and Joshua and Wonder Woman. I love it. Wonder Woman makes some awesome posts. You have to
What's
check
my
her out.
favorite?
She's really good. You love Wonder Woman. You'll love her too. She's really entertaining. Kevin and Sherman and Cowboy Grandpa One and Kelly and James. Okay, here we go. We're in the TikTok shop, and
Baby
here we go.
Beretta.
Baby Beretta, and here we go. Jealousy. Nice to see you. All right. So here's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about the Christmas wand, My Magical Wand. What does it do? My Magical Wand, look at this, will turn off your Christmas lights and turn them on by simply waving the wand. Now you can do whatever motion you want. In fact, you don't even have to do a motion. I just hit the on button twice. All you need to do is touch the button. So this button turns them on, and this button turns them off. That's all there is to it. Amazing. You can customize whatever wave you want. If you want to do a little dance, you can do a little dance, whatever comes naturally to you. You can actually turn them on from up to 30 feet away. Now, you use your own lights, you use your own angel, you can use your outdoor lights, you can use your indoor lights. You could use a lamp if you wanted to. Oh, whoops, that's the off button. That's the on button. The only thing to remember is which button. The top is on, the bottom is off. But you could use this for anything that plugs in. So whether it is a nightlight in your granddaughter's room, whether it is the Christmas tree and the angel, whether it is your outdoor lights, you're gonna be able to use this. So here's the way that it works. You're gonna love this. There's no app, there's no Bluetooth, there's no techie information that you're gonna need to learn, there's nothing to program, there's nothing to set up. All you're gonna do, well, that's not true. You're gonna plug in your lights to the outlet that we're gonna give you, and then you're gonna put some batteries in here. That's the setup. That's all there is to it. So nothing technical to set up.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here's the box that it comes with. And what's so fun about this is that it just makes Christmas magical. So here's what happens. These are the two items that come in the box. This is your outlet. You plug this into, obviously, the wall. It has the plug, so it's really simple and easy to understand, intuitive. And then there, on the end, you have two, you can see, two different outlets. So you could plug in your angel, you could plug in your Christmas tree lights. You could plug your angel into your Christmas tree lights and then use the outlet for something else if you wanted to. Then you have the wand. With the wand, you're gonna put two AAA batteries right into the back of the wand. See that little screw? You unscrew that, screw it back together. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's all there is to it. And then from there, the magic ensues. Are you ready? And off, and on, and off, and on. And I want to say hello, XP Maps, and Fuzzy, and Kathy, and Just Dawn. So nice to see you here. So we're celebrating a little Christmas in July. This is a fun little wand that we redesigned for you. And it's so exciting because it just literally adds so much joy and so much fun to Christmas. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna be able to use the wand for your outdoor lights, even if you're indoors. You're gonna be able to use the wand for your indoor lights and just wave the wand. You're gonna be able to give this to your granddaughter and let her have the magic of Christmas as she turns off the lights and then turns on the lights. Now, let's talk about this from just a practical application, because it is fun, it is whimsical, it's sparkly, yes, it's so much fun. Oh, what's her name?
Sparkle.
Sparkle, I love it. My car is named Sparkle. I love it. You know, when you have to program things into your car. So welcome, Sparkle. I love that. I think we're a little simpatico. Okay, how do you normally plug in your Christmas tree, right? Here's what you're gonna do. Okay, maybe you have to climb around behind the Christmas tree, maybe you're behind the sofa, whatever the case might be, and then you have to plug your Christmas tree lights into the wall. And then, when it's time for bed, you go back behind the Christmas tree and you unplug the lights. Okay, now we're gonna make it easy for you. One time, when you set up your Christmas tree, you're gonna take the receiver that comes with the wand, you're gonna plug it in. Well, let's do this. Plug your Christmas tree lights in first to the receiver. And then, there's two outlets, so you could do an angel and the lights, you could do two different, anything that plugs in, two different strands of lights. Now, one touch here, make sure that red button is on, and that means they're set to on. Now, after that, for the rest of all of the Christmas season, you don't have to do anything except for touch the button. One button off, and one button on. And you can be 30 feet away. This is not Bluetooth, this is not running on Wi-Fi, this is running simply on a radio frequency from the receiver to the wand. Hello, Nana Mary, hello. It's so good to see you. Look at this. One touch to turn your Christmas tree lights off, and one touch to turn your Christmas lights on. Now, if you're a girl of the 80s, I'm gonna say, if you're a Gen Xer, you probably love this as much as I do. But it's not just for us big girls, it's also for our little girls, right? If you have a daughter that still believes in Santa Claus, or you have a granddaughter that still believes in Santa Claus, can you
True
imagine?
believer.
True believer, love it. We are true believers too. We love, that's why we're here at Christmas in July. Oh, Darren's a true believer for sure. So if you are, you know what we're talking about from Christmas Chronicles, love those movies. So if you're a true believer, here you go. One touch to turn your Christmas tree lights off, and one touch to turn your Christmas tree lights on. That's all there is to it. Okay, I'm gonna swap out with Darren, and I'm gonna let him show you some of the other uses that you can find with the wand. All yours.
So here's the thing. Let's start with the problem, because I live this problem every day. Oh, not every day, but around the holidays. Used to, not anymore. So I used to have to go back in, once I put up this big, enormous tree, and I like the big, girthy, fat
like
ones.
this all the way up there. Yes.
But for showing purposes, we're using this, And then I'd have to get down, after I lit it with about 5,000 lights, I'd get down on the
Not
ground,
even kidding, 5,000 lights.
climb down here every night and try to figure out where I was gonna
Where's
put this
that
plug.
outlet?
And it was always somewhere where all of these pine needles were just on top of me and I couldn't get
Right,
it.
because we
and
always
then-
get real trees. These are artificial that we're showing you right now, but we always get the real trees.
Always get the real trees.
Yeah.
So then it's all this is, I'm like under here trying to figure it out and trying to run and doing all sorts of stuff every night just to turn on and off the trees. So then, now all we do is we put in this receptacle,
That comes with a wand.
which comes with the wand. We then plug in, what I did, I learned over time, is that even though it had two, I kinda have more with all my lights and then the angel and all these other things that are going on. So then I put it into a multiplier,
Just
So,
a regular, yep.
yep, any
Socket
strip that you have,
multiplier.
and then I added the 3. So now, and so I plug that into this unit, and now I can run them all. Not only can I run them on the inside, I can also run them on the outside. So then I give her control.
So that means the angel comes on,
The angel comes on, the
tree comes on, the lights here, because we've got 3 different items plugged in there. They all are coming on together because they're all plugged into the same receiver.
They're all plugged into the same. Now, what we also did when our daughter was much younger, because of course she was a little princess like the queen of the house, the big queen. We would plug it into just a little lamp that was on her nightstand. So what would end up happening is Leah would read to her at night, and then she would wish her good night and having sweet dreams.
So anything that plugs in.
Anything
So
that plugs in.
what a beautiful way to go to sleep at night. Can you imagine? You're a little princess. You're reading to her. We love our little princesses. Okay, honey. Good night. Sweet dreams. I love you to the moon and back. And then you have her go to sleep. I mean, what a beautiful way. So it can plug in. Oh, whoops, I hit the off button. So now I hit the on button. So it can plug into anything that plugs into the wall. So it could be, you know, your lamp. It could be a fan. It could be, not really great experiments that we've done with it. But it's designed for your Christmas tree lights. So it works with your angel. It works with your lights. And all you do is wave the wand. Do you want one? Let's do a flash sale. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can set that up for you.
Okay.
We'll try. Okay, so we'll see what we can do with that. So one touch of a button to turn it on, and one touch of a button to turn it off. Now, if you want it, all you're gonna do is when you go to set up your Christmas tree, you just make sure, you know when we're setting up the Christmas tree lights and you're like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure that the right plug is at the bottom, right? Make sure the right plug is at the bottom so that you can plug it into the wall. But now instead of plugging it into the wall, what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug your Christmas tree lights in to the receiver. So the receiver looks like this. This end plugs into the wall. This has 2 different outlets. So plug your lights in here instead of into the wall. And then from there, you're going to use the wand to control your lights. So there's no app, there's no Bluetooth, you don't have to download anything, you don't have to go to an app store. You literally just touch a button. Now, how does the wand work? It works on radio frequency to connect to the receiver. There's a little screw on the back of the wand right there. You're gonna open that up, you're gonna pop in 2 AAA batteries, and that's all you need.
Does it vibrate?
It does not vibrate. It makes a sound, and it turns the lights on, and it turns the lights off. It does not sing any songs. It does not do anything else. It does not vibrate. It is just for your Christmas tree. One touch of a button on and one touch of a button off. Now, I know that there's a lot of different remotes out there for your Christmas tree, but wouldn't you rather have a wand? Wouldn't you rather be magical? Wouldn't you rather be on the inside sipping your hot cocoa and then turn off the lights on the outside of your house by the time you go to sleep? Because this is actually rated for outdoor use. So the receptacle, if you want to plug in your outdoor lights that go over the garage, or the lightsicles that hang around, or maybe you have those Govee lights that hang around outside of the house, you can absolutely use this with that as well. So one touch of a button. Now here's the cool thing too. Darren's gonna stay right there as he's setting that up for you. I could literally be on the other side of
the house. I can be 30 feet away from the Christmas tree and still be able to turn it on. So you could be, and in fact, this works through walls. So this could be signifying or attached to the, communicating with, that's what I'm looking for, communicating with the outdoor lights. So if you wanted to, so you're inside, you're in the kitchen, and you want to turn off the lights because it's time for bed, you can do that from inside the house. So you can turn them on in the morning. You can leave them on all night. It's entirely up to you. If you forget to turn them on, you don't have to go put on your boots and your jacket. You can just
We sell Halloween ones and above ones.
Do we sell Halloween ones? No, but you could use this for Halloween. In fact, on our Facebook page, we have lots of Halloween examples because it works with anything that plugs into it. What we did is we started with just a traditional star here. So it comes in gold, the star is gold, the wand is gold, and can you turn off the sound effect? No, we just have the sound that turns it off and the sound that turns it on, and then it starts blinking. So there's no customization, and frankly, that's on purpose. I didn't want to have to program anything. I didn't want to have to go into an app and figure things out. Listen, I've sold a lot of electronics in my lifetime. I've done a lot of television shopping. I said, listen, I want one button. I want to turn it on. I want to turn it off. I want one sound, and I want it to be magical. I don't want it to sing. I don't want it to dance. I just want to turn it off, and I want to turn it off. I want to be able to do the movement myself and give this to the young ones. We had so much fun. Our parent Kaylee was living with us at the time, and when we first started using this, and it's just so magical. Whether you have that 20-ish starlight, starry-eyed little girl in your family, or whether you have 6-year-old, I think Victoria was probably 7 or 8 at the time when we first discovered this. It's so much fun to just wave the wand and turn on the lights and turn off the lights. So really simple, really easy to do. And hi Sparkle, I'm so glad that you're here. And Dorothy, so glad that you're here as well. This is so much fun. I love it. I love it, Sparkle. I love all your hearts. Thank you very much. You're gonna have so much fun using this. Come on over here. If you're just tuning in, if you're just joining us, here's the way it works. Okay, how do you usually plug in your Christmas tree lights, right?
Oh, it's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. You're going around. You know what? Darren's gonna show us. We'll swap.
Okay.
Okay, let's swap. I'll let him show you. Here's how. You're like, honey, I have a honey-do list for you. Could you please plug in the Christmas tree lights for
It
me?
came in annually, right around Thanksgiving, because that's when we started to set up the tree and get the tree. Set this big behemoth up in there, usually more like this size, not this size.
He likes the big girthy trees. These
I
are
do.
artificial ones to show.
I want it really wide. So anyway, so then what we would do is then after I lit them with about 5,000 lights and other things that were built inside it, then I'd have to go down under the tree, come all the way under, shimmy myself after I cut underneath it, and it is a live tree, so therefore all the pine needles on the first day, the second week, on the 5th week, are all in my face, just to plug in or turn on that little dot that would flip, turn it on and off.
Right.
So what we did is when we found this, I was like, well, let's tweak it. Let's make it better. So what we did to make it better is, one, we added 2 outlets. We also made it outdoor approval, so you could actually outdoor approved. So it is good for all outdoor weather. So you can have it for your outdoor lights and your reindeers and your snowmen and everything else that's outdoors, the icicles that come down from the tree or from the house, all that fun stuff.
All the roof decorations.
All the roof decorations.
Anything that plugs in.
So we took it and we put 2 outlets that are in here for this. And then, we said, okay, now put that in there, and then, oh, sweetie, I lost the wand.
Oh, let me get the wand for you.
I think you could do it.
Very good.
So then, all you had to do was, when obviously it was dark, then with her wave of her magical wand,
You don't have to lay on the ground.
you don't have to lay on the ground
Christmas
ever,
tree.
ever again.
And that's how it works.
And that's how it all works. And
nice job, honey.
So it makes it so much easier by us having to do this. And quite honestly, I love her laugh each and every day that she does, play with this a little bit.
It's
And
so fun.
it's funny because even when the adult moms or whoever come over, they enjoy it as much as she does.
It's true.
So it's, and then when you have the little ones that are like, 3 to, I don't know, 12,
Right?
they love it.
I
And
love it.
they don't want to let go of it. They want to dance with it. We've had so many little ones that actually just kind of like, hey, you know what? I want to take it home. I want to take it home because they think it's magical. And even though they know that they're pushing the button, at the same token, they realize like all it really is magic.
Right.
And the magic really isn't the wand. It's the expression on the kids' faces or on the ones you love. The way she laughs every time, even now that she's doing it. But the fact is, that's the magic.
It's so true.
So,
It's so
I
true.
really like
I
it.
love it. Here's the magic. Again, one touch, ah, one touch, ah. You can do your little dance if you want to, but you really don't have to move the wand at all. You can actually just touch the button. So just between us, you can just touch it. But it's so much fun if you add your own little style to it. And notice what's happening here. We have this one is plugged into a socket multiplier. So what we've done is there's two outlets that come on the receiver, but we put it into an extension cord. So that means the tree and the angel and the lights here are all connected. So when you wave the wand one time, all three of them are coming on. You can see the lights. Now it doesn't change the color of the lights, it just turns them on. So again, the lights are coming on here, the angel and the tree, one touch of a button off, and one touch of a button to turn them on. So you can use this in multiple different ways. Now if you wanted to, if you have your angel plugged into your Christmas tree lights and they already are connected, you still have another outlet, because here's the way that it works. Come on over here. You're gonna have two different outlets that are, or inputs I should say, that are right here. So what's gonna happen is normally you set up your Christmas tree, you take your Christmas tree lights, and you plug them into the wall, right? And the lights come on the tree. Now, you usually have to do that every morning, every night. Now, all you're gonna do is take your lights one time, the first time you set up your Christmas tree, plug them into the receiver that comes with the wand, plug the wand into the wall, touch that little button, and that just means it's on. You never have to touch this again. Now, the wand controls the lights. So on and off and on and off. As much as you want to do it, you'll probably find that you have to hide the wand, because what we've found is a lot of people enjoy this for the first 3 days, and then you're going to be like, okay, we're going to have to put this away so the kids can only use it like once a day or twice a day, because it's just so much fun. You want to use it all the time. So really simple, really easy. All you're going to have to do is put 2 AAA batteries right into the back. This pops off. See that little screw? It's that teeny little tiny screwdriver that you use for your glasses. And open it up, and then you put your high sparkle, again, Dawn in here, B for Dawn, oh I love it, 77. So if you want to just put your batteries in here, that's all you're gonna have to do. And then you just touch the button. The bottom button is off, the top button is on. So it's that easy. Now, do you work from home? What you can do, and I've done this in seasons past, is set up your Zoom or whatever your Google Workplace or your Teams meeting, put the Christmas tree in the back of you, and then when you're ready to start that meeting, you can turn on the Christmas tree lights and welcome everybody in. It just adds so much fun. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. Say you're working and you want to turn on your desk light with the wand. You can do that. One touch to turn off the wand, to turn off the light, one touch to turn on the light. So anything that plugs into an electrical outlet, a regular plug, is gonna work with this. And now, here's the magic part. There's no app. There's no downloading anything. There's no programming anything. There's no Bluetooth. There's no Wi-Fi. It is just a radio signal that is going from the wand to the wall, from the wall to the wand, that's it. And it operates up to 30 feet away. So we could literally be on the other side of the house. I've been inside the house and used this to turn off the lights on the outside of the house. I've been outside of the house driving into the driveway and turning on the lights as we come in. So what you're looking at here is really an easy whatever you want to do with it. So if you want to wave it, you can do that. If you want to do a little twirl, you can do that. However you want to do your bippity boppity boo, you can turn on those lights and turn off those lights. So, and it's your lights. So if you love a traditional red and gold Christmas tree, if you love a little pink and gold, if you love every color of the rainbow going on, whatever your Christmas tree lights are, as long as they plug in, this is gonna work with them. And you'll notice that the lights here come on at the same time that the angel comes on, that the Christmas tree comes on, because we're using 3 different plugs through an extension cable. So again, you can customize this. You're gonna have so much fun. If you love to geek out on the holidays and you love to put out the Santa and put out the reindeer in the front of the yard and put Santa Claus on the rooftop, or even the reindeers on the rooftop, anything that plugs in is now gonna be able to be operated by that one. Okay, any questions? Let's see. Hi, Allie, and hi, Karen. And if you have questions about the one, you let me know. Super easy to use, and what's so much fun is the very first time that you use it, you think I'm having fun with this? This is gonna be something that brings you so much joy. And if you have a daughter or you have a granddaughter, especially if they still believe in Santa Claus, this is gonna be perfect for them. And this is gonna be perfect for the young boys too. I mean, let's face it, this is not just for the little princesses, but you get the idea of one touch of a button turning them on and one touch of a button turning off those lights. So maybe it's gonna be the star, or maybe you have a certain decoration piece that you want to have on the buffet or sitting out on the table. It doesn't just have to be your lights, it can be anything that plugs in. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unplug the Christmas tree. I'm just gonna plug in the star, but maybe you have a little Santa that lights up that you wanna put onto a table decoration or a buffet decoration. What you're gonna be able to do is now use the wand to light that up. So anything that plugs into the wall, it could be a star. I'm turning off the star with the wand, and now I'm turning on the star with the wand. So you can see it could work with the star. Maybe you love multicolor lights. Aren't those fun? Okay, check this out. We're gonna plug this in with our multicolor lights. These could be for outdoor or they could be for indoor. Any lights that you have, anything that plugs into the wall, these are gonna work with. Let's find the end. Okay, here it is. This is gonna plug in here. And now, our multicolor lights are gonna work with the wand. So one touch to turn them off, and one touch to turn them on. So now you're gonna be able to do this with the lights in your kid's room. I mean, I love to have Victoria have her own Christmas tree, and so that way she can choose what she wants to have as far as the theme goes in her room, and now she can use the wand to turn them on and to turn them off. So what happens is when you plug in our regular Christmas tree lights. Now normally what you have to do to plug in your Christmas tree lights is you climb around behind the tree, right? And then you take your Christmas tree lights and you plug them in. It's nice and secure, by the way. You plug them into the wall. And then you have to do this every morning and every night. Guess what? Now, you're gonna take the receiver that comes with the wand, you're gonna plug the lights into the receiver, you're gonna plug the receiver into the wall, and ta-da! Never have to climb behind that Christmas tree again. You're just gonna use the wand. So whether it is for your tabletop decorations that plug in, whether it's for the angel, whether it's for the outdoor lights, whether it's for your lamps, whatever the case might be, you could use this for your bedside lamps if you wanted to. Entirely up to you how you want to customize it. So I want to say hello to Francie and Fanny. Nice to see you here. And if you love this, tell me what you love about it. Isn't it fun? I love just being able to light things up and do it with just a simple wave. I have experimented with so much tech in the past. I don't want to have an app. I don't want to have to download anything. I don't want to have to Bluetooth anything. We have to do enough of that already, right? So this is going to be simple and easy with one button to turn on the Christmas tree and Christmas tree lights and turn off the Christmas tree lights. So really simple and really easy to do. Come on back here. This one is going to be with the tree and the angel and the lights that are behind me. All 3 of them are daisy chained together, basically with a socket multiplier. So with one touch, you can turn all of them off, and with one touch, you can turn all of them on. So anything that plugs in is gonna be so simple and easy to work with this, and here's what's gonna come to you. You're gonna get the wand itself, and you are going to have the receiver. This plugs into the wall, super intuitive, nothing technical here. Your lights are gonna plug in here. You've got two different outlets where they plug in here. And then you're gonna use the remote to control the lights. That's all there is to it. Now you can use this outdoors, it's rated for outdoors, it's rated for indoors too. So the sooner you get yours, the sooner you can be lighting things up. You could use it for your Halloween lights. You can use it for anything that plugs in. That's why we made this a star and not a Christmas tree, or not something that was, super specific to just Christmas. So if you wanted to use this for birthdays, you could use it for birthdays. The bottom button is off, and the top button is on. And the bottom button is off, and the top button is on. So really simple, really easy to do. Okay, I'm gonna let Darren take it over from here and fill in the blanks for anything I've left out.
Okay.
Here you go, honey.
So, yeah, we're just doing a little swap action around a little bit, but, what questions you have, let's answer them, let's ask any technical questions that you may have. But going back to where the beginning was, the reality is when we went to, Christmas store probably 7, 8 years ago now, we went into this thing and it had probably 50 trees that were all decorated and everything else. And there was this little box that was sitting in, it said, try this. And Leah picked it up and she just hit the button and everything just lit up. And the beauty in her face, the light up that she made, and then there was this little girl that was a little bit further away. She goes, she's magic, mommy. And we just had such a good time with it. And what ended up happening is they ended up stopping building the unit and they started changing it and doing some other things. And we said, let's make it simpler. So we took it onto our own and created it and fine-tuned it, and we believe we made some improvements to it by doing some little things like you had said. We had taken it, and instead of having one receptacle here, we added two. It was not outdoor rated, so now we created it so that it is actually outdoor rated, so as weatherproof when it comes to that. So now you can use it outdoors, indoors, and instead of having different songs you can pick, 5 different songs by hitting the button different ways and changing the head and things like that, we wanted to make it simple. We wanted to make it easy. And Leah was very insistent upon that, and I'm so happy that she was, because that made all the difference in the world. So now that she does it, like I said, she has one in her car. So when we have the holiday lights outside, she does this when she comes home, and everything lights up the way she likes it. It also works from inside. So also the other thing that we did design with this is that when you actually get this, this signal works with multiple units. So we actually have multiple receivers plugged in. We actually have 3 of them throughout the area that we have here. So there's one there. Then we have one back here behind this tree. And then we have another one that's all the way down here. And so the reason we did that is so that when you are outdoors or when you are doing stuff around the house, you didn't have to worry about which signal is this? Is this compatible with that? And if I have one on this side of the room and then I have another one on that side of the room, I wanted to make sure that you could just use one to control everything. So we made it, and we specifically designed it that way as well.
So again, when he's turning that off, everything, we'll just back up here, everything is off.
Everything, and then you turn it on with
You
one.
have one, and everything can turn on. Yeah. So you have to pick up more than one to get the extra receiver.
Right.
But it's really simple and easy when you do that. If you want, if you've got a lot of lights, if you love a lot of Christmas.
Absolutely. The other reason we didn't do it is because if you had it in one outlet at the house, then what it would allow you to do is go to different circuits. So you didn't overload one circuit by plugging everything into one, which a lot of people used to do, just keep adding adapters to it. So what we did is we actually allowed it to, now you can turn it on with one wand, you can turn it off, and you can turn it on.
So the angel is turning on, and the tree is turning on, and the lights back here are turning on, all with one touch of the button. So one question, no, the trees are not included in the flash sale. It's just the wand. There it is. One touch on and one touch off. All right. Ta-da! And that's as easy as it gets. So there you have it. If you love Christmas, if you want to see the wonder in your little girl's eyes, if you want every morning to be magical.
Or your own.
Or your own, of course, or your own. I never tire of this. I get so excited every single time we use it. So again, it's just a great way to really hear the spirit of Christmas, because you hear that little magical sound, your eyes light up, the wonder of the little ones if you've got grandkids coming over. Can you imagine? They come over and the lights are out, they come over and you're like, here, he says, and then they touch it, and then one touch, and the lights go out. I feel like they literally are magic. It's amazing. It really is just a really fun way to celebrate the holidays. So again, the bottom button turns them off, and then the top button turns the lights on. So really fun and really simple. And let me say hello to Melinda. So glad that you're here with us. And Brandon, so glad that you're here with us as well. I love, and Matthew, thank you for joining us. Any questions, happy to answer them for you. The way this works is you have one little tiny screw here in the back. You're gonna open this up and you're gonna put 2 AAA batteries right into the wand in the back. And that's how your wand operates. We're not gonna include those AAA batteries. You just need 2 of them when you get the wand home. From there, you just plug in the receiver into the wall, and then you plug your Christmas tree lights into the receiver. So that's all there is to it. There's no app, there's no Bluetooth, there's no having to download anything, there's no having to program anything. If you can touch a button, you can turn them off, you can turn them on. This is great. If you have, I know, even just for grandma, as she gets older, it's so nice to just have this wand sitting there, and she can turn on the lights if she wants to, and turn off the light from the sofa without having to get up, without having to, have dexterity issues. So if it's the light, if it's the Christmas trees, if it's the angel, if it's the outdoor lights, whatever plugs into a wall. Here we have just our little night light. Can you imagine reading to your little princess, good night moon, and turn off the light. Good night. Let her dream, let her drift off into fairyland. It's so much fun. And it's so easy to set up. All you're gonna do is, instead of plugging in your regular lamp, the cord, into the wall, you're just gonna plug it into the receiver. So it's that easy. Now we have this actually set up here to put with an extension cord. So you can plug that into an extension cord. So if you have a lamp that's not right next to a wall outlet, it's not a problem. You are gonna be able to use this with an extension cord. So really simple, really easy to do. Whether it's a lamp, whether it's a fan, whatever plugs in, whatever you wanna use it with. And then you can attach more than one. So we have the one here on the wall, and the Christmas tree and the angel all on one of the receptacles. And you can see they all light up at the same time. Now it doesn't change the colors. This is how the Gobi lights actually come with a different color changing option, but it will turn them on and it will turn them off. So off and then on again. So really simple, just like a remote would turn something on and turn something off. You're getting a remote in the form of a wand, a magical wand at that. And when you touch the button, it lights up and it makes that magical sound. And then it will stop, it'll flash it out 5 times. And then when you turn it on, same thing, makes the sound, and the light lights up. And then after about 5 flashes, it stops and waits for you to use it for the next time. So really fun, really simple, and if you want one, now is your time to get it. It's great for Christmas in July. Stock up now so that you can have one, you can experience it. You might wanna have one for your outdoor lights, one for your indoor lights. You might wanna have one for the back of the house, one for inside the house. Maybe you have, like we have a dock in the back, and we went to put a Christmas tree up on the back dock. Now you don't have to walk outside to go turn it on. You just use the wand from inside, because it works from 30 feet away. So you don't have to be right up on top of the unit. You don't have to be right there or point it in any direction. You can point it over here. It doesn't matter. wherever you want to point it. It's not directional. So entirely up to you how you want to use it. So isn't it fun? Don't you want to try it? Wouldn't you like to see this in your home? Wouldn't you love to see her light up when the Christmas tree lights come on? And then at night, you're like, good night. And the Christmas tree lights go off. That's what this is all about. It's like bringing the magic of Christmas back. And if you have a big holiday gathering where you have lots of friends and lots of family come over, wouldn't this be so fun? You know, even if you are a traditionalist and you're setting up the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving dinner or the Friday after Thanksgiving on that Black Friday, and then now this becomes a new Christmas tradition of who gets to light up the Christmas tree, who gets to, you know, have that amazing first experience. The youngest in the family is who I would recommend. By the way, it's not a toy. It's certainly durable. It's certainly something easy to use. But I wouldn't give this to like your 3-year-old or your 4-year-old. This is for you if you know you're 5 or 6, and or if you're grandma, or if you're mom like I am, and you're just an endless kid at heart. It's just so much fun. One touch to turn them off, and one touch it acts as a remote trigger to turn on your Christmas tree lights. All right, so I think this is gonna wrap up our time together unless you have more questions for me. Good? Okay.
Yeah.
So buy yours, experience it. If you have any questions, we're here. We're really easily accessible. We'll be happy to help you. And I'd love to see your videos with this too. I'd love to follow you.
Yeah, let's see what kind of creative other people can do.
Yeah, and see what you come up with. Outdoors or indoors, entirely up to you how you use it. And Merry Christmas in July. Oh, and off. It was fun.
10 minutes after message.
So many messages. So there it is. There's our little behind the scenes look of what we were doing with Christmas in July.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. TikTok live here. That was our TikTok shop.
Facebook.
And Facebook over here.
YouTube.
YouTube over
Love
here.
you.
And hi Stu and Catherine and Scampy and Crazy Cajun and Peg and Mike, Choco, Nita, Coco. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll be back again soon.
Yes.
For now, we're going to go enjoy Sunday in the pool.